Hello then, I hope you are doing well. This is a quick guide on how to complete the Exodus Crash Nightfall on Grandmaster difficulty. I will first show you our loadouts, followed by the strategies. Timestamps are in the description below. This Grandmaster contains barriers and overloads. All three shield types are present within the GM and the threat is Arc. At the time of recording, the searches were Arc and Solar. This could be different for you depending if you do the GM on the week it comes out or later on for your Conqueror title. So always double check what the surges are, matches subclasses and weapons to them. Now moving on to loadouts, we had a Warlock running Song of Flame combined with Getaway Artist for creating Arc Souls. The Hunter ran Deadfall for clearing ads along with Army Oculus for infinite invis grenades. The Titan ran Glacial Quake for ride control combined with Hazardous Propulsion for launching rockets and boosting rocket damage. For weapons we had a Warlock running Wish Ender for barriers and a Hand Cannon for overloads with a machine gun for ads. The Titan ran Outbreak for barriers and a rocket sidearm combined with an RPG for dealing damage and ad clear. The Hunter ran Wish Ender for barriers and no hesitation for healing teammates along with a machine gun for ad control. Now onto Mars, starting with a class item. Run any of the Mars to help reduce your ability recharge time when using different abilities, or run Powerful Attraction to collect nearby orbs. You could also run the Mars Proximity Ward and Healthy Finisher to get your health back along with an overshield when performing a finisher. For Leg Armor you can run Mars to help with your ability regen when picking up Orbs of Power. You could also run Scavenger Mars to pick up additional ammunition when picking up ammo bricks. For your chest armor, run a Concussive Dampener to help reduce incoming damage from explosions and grenades. Also run an Arc Resist mod because incoming arc damage is increased by 25%. For gauntlets, run any mods that boost your abilities or create orbs of power. Finally, for the helmet, I suggest you have a heavy ammo finder mod on along some ashes to assist to get a super bag on grenade kills. You could also run a scout to help make more heavy ammo for your teammates. These are the loadouts that we used. Either copy them or use them to make your own designs. You do not need the same loadouts, subclasses or characters that we have to complete this GM. With that out of the way, let's get straight into it. Once you spawn in, you will need to kill some ads around you and make your way through the tunnels to get to this open area. There will be a platform in front of you with fallen ads on top of it and Vex beneath it, including a barrier champ. Just stay near the entrance for cover and deal with the minor ads first, followed by the barrier champion. Just like in the original Exodus mission, you will need to make your way through the area to get to the top, except you don't have to collect any beams of light along the way. Nonetheless, don't drive all the way there since there are a lot of snipers within the area, so clear it as you go. Once you get near the walkway leading up to the top area, you will see a jump pad on the right that takes you to the top side. If you take it over, you will force spawn a barrier champ and some snipers on that side. It is easier to first go up the ramp and deal the overload champion and the minor ads. Once that is done, then focus on a barrier champ, but be careful because behind you by the main door will be a brick with a whole different group of ads. If you want, you can split into two groups, of one distracting the brick and the other dealing with the barrier and the snipers. The brick can be suspended and frozen, so you can trap it and keep it to one side whilst the barrier is dealt with. Once done, kill the Hydra, which will drop an orb, and you need to bank that in the machine on the left to open the door. Up ahead you will have some Marauders, Vandals and an Overload champ and plenty of trip mines. Get rid of the trip mines first and then deal with the Overload. Most likely it will rotate to you, but sometimes it will hide around the corner to your left. Up ahead you have even more minor rats and some more trip mines, so take it slow and destroy them along the way whilst also maintaining your distance. At the back of the room will be a barrier champion, Marauders and Vandal snipers. Remember to destroy the Vandal mines along the way and watch the corners for any invisibles hiding. You can leave a barrier for last for an easier kill. This next room can be tricky, but all you need to do is stay at the front by the stairs. Start off by destroying the explosive shanks, followed by the Marauders, and be careful of the snipers spawning on the ledge on the top right side. You may have to run forward to draw the ads closer to you. Amongst these ads will be two Overload champs that will keep teleporting back and forth, so focus on one at a time. Once you upload your ghost, the next wave of ads will spawn, including an Overload on the left side. The ads are quite well clustered together, so Transcendence grenades and regular lingering grenades will make short work of them. Get rid of that Overload, and around the 25% completion mark, a mini boss will spawn in the middle. Around these times you will have constant ads spawning, including explosive shanks, Marauders and Vandals. Be careful of the Vandal and Shank snipers that will be spawning on the ledge on the right side. There will also be a mini servitor boss on the left, but you can leave it for last as it will stay mostly out of the way. Killing the mini boss spawns a barrier champ on the right, as well as a lot more minor ads, including more servitors. Focus on clearing some of the minor ads first until the barrier on the right is almost on its own, and then take it out. But be prepared to retreat back because when most of your minor adds die, an overload will spawn on the left whilst the barrier is still alive, so try to get rid of that barrier as soon as you can before the rest of the adds begin to spawn in. Once they do, just fall back to the stairs. Another mini boss will spawn in the middle and even more adds will show up. For now, focus on clearing the minor adds, especially the wretches that will try to rush your position. Then you want to focus on the mini boss and just get rid of it. Because it is so tall, you can pixel peek the stairs to safely kill it without ever seeing any other adds. Be aware though that more adds will spawn when this happens, as well as another overload. This will bring the total to 2 overloads and you can leave them all for last. Chain your supers back and forth to help clear out all the minor adds and then focus on the overloads. Killing one of those overloads will spawn another with a couple more adds, including a mini boss servitor. Just use the middle area to single them all out and dispatch them one by one. Once done, continue forward where you will need to collect orbs from the enemies to bank at the shield in the middle. As soon as you enter, you can begin thinning out the adds in front of you. There will be fanatics in front of you and a barrier champion. The top left ledge has a Hydra and a Cyclops, whilst the far right has Wyverns and an Overload. Get rid of the barrier first, followed by the Hydra so it doesn't bombard you from the top. The orbs that they drop have a 30-second decay timer, but don't worry because if they do despawn, fresh ones will spawn amongst the minor adds. Before trying to bank any orbs, you need to get rid of the Wyverns on the right side in a valley as well as the Overload because they will begin to rush you once they see you near the banking area. Once done, begin collecting the orbs. If you kill the Hydra on the left at a distance, then be careful when you go to pick up the orb because the Cyclops will be nearby. Although you don't need to kill it because it is hidden amongst the rocks and doesn't have any view of the valley. Once the orbs are banked, go ahead and collect the Scorch Cannon. You need to shoot a generator at the back and remember to shoot and hold the trigger button to charge the orb. After the second pulse, let it explode and this will open the door. For the next area, get on your sparrows and travel to the top right side. There used to be adds in the middle, but they are gone. Just be careful because there will be some pikes spawning at the back and roaming around. Once you get to the top, destroy the guns on the ship so it doesn't bombard you. The ship will not move, so you need to get rid of the guns on it first. Then try to deal with the pikes so they aren't shooting you in the back, and around this time a dropship will appear carrying some additional adds. Make sure nothing is behind you and then focus on that walker. To the left of the walker will be a barrier champion, and for some reason with the use of stasis we managed to send the barrier flying onto the top of the ship. Remember to keep checking behind you in case any adds are wrapping around you, but otherwise focus on killing the walker once the barrier is dead. Continue forward to the next area, and before you go through the door, wait and clear the adds that are trying to rush you. To the right side will be some snipers and a barrier champ. Use the doorway for cover to block the shots from the snipers and keep an eye out on any remaining adds to your left side. Proceed up the platforms, destroying any shanks and mines that are in the way until you reach the very top. You are now in the boss room, and unfortunately the box to the right no longer works as a cheese spot. Before jumping down, destroy all the shanks down below you and drop down to the left side. There is a little bit of cover here that you can use. More adds will spawn, including the boss. There isn't much cover within the room, so you will need to use your supers to stay alive. Song of Flame works really well at keeping the boss at bay. The explosions seem to knock it back a little and keeps it from shooting too many times. Other supers that rely on projectiles should also do the trick. You want to lower the boss's health all the way to half, which will make it teleport away. The quicker you can get rid of the boss, the less adds you will need to deal with. As you can see, they are all despawning, although it may take a little time before this happens after you kill the boss. Once they despawn, more adds will spawn in, including a barrier and an overload. On top of this, some of the platforms will have fanatics dropping from the ceiling, so be careful of where you stand. Not only do the explosions hurt, but the pools of liquid on the ground also deal a lot of damage. The best strategy is to chain your supers back and forth. Glacial Quake was really good here for creating extra cover and freezing the adds, giving us some extra room to breathe. Amongst the adds will also be Harpies and a Hydra. Begin by getting rid of the Overload first, and then try to locate where the barrier is and get rid of that next, followed by the Hydra. The walkways are narrow so the adds will cluster up, making it easier to destroy them in groups. Killing the Hydra drops an orb, but do not pick it up just yet. What you can do is delay it until your supers are recharged and then bank it, because banking it spawns in the boss. Use the boxes around you for cover and prepare to use all your supers or transcendence to deplete the boss's health bar. In our case, we managed to get him stuck on the box where he rushed forward. This, combined with our heavies and supers, we were able to temporarily stun lock him in one place. There will be ads around him, but your supers should deal with him in the background. And there you have it, fellas, how you complete the Exodus Crash Nightfall on Grandmaster difficulty. If you have found the guide to be helpful, then please like, share and post a comment. Don't forget to subscribe for more Destiny 2 guides. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.